mean a thing if you ain't got that cream. Do guap, 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 do guap. Do guap, 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 do guap. Don't need a thing, all you gotta do is pray. Do guap, 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 do guap. Do guap, 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 do guap.
And I didn't even press mute because I had to mute myself off, but I'm back. I promise you, we've struggled through this. This interview was scheduled for 1, pushed to 2, and I'm gonna just assume that it's almost fucking 3 o'clock because of me being the lucky person that I am. I still have the Guapo guy in the building. I want to say thank you to everybody who's on. I see y'all live stream. I see you Instagram. I see you Facebook. Making sure that everybody can hear me now. I think I am volumized and shit. Let me introduce to you the man, the myth, the legend. Let me tell you, I first met I didn't even meet Guapo yet. I first heard Guapo's music during the queer-thon. That was like May early. And actually, when I first heard it, I was just like, pray for the hoes. This shit is awesomely donkey. So I was at my mama's house when I played it too. My mom was like, wait a minute. Is he saying pray for the hoes? Because at first, she was in there like, she didn't know what he was saying until he got this like, pray for the hoes. But my mom, being my mom, still loved it. So we used that for like a dumbass promo all throughout Queerthon. And then later in the year, Guapo just started hitting with hits and hits and hits, and I would see his name. And as soon as I heard the Guapo God, I'm like, ooh, I like saying that. I'm going to keep saying it because it's fun. And then all of a sudden, Guapo went ham. Oh, shit. And I was just like, I got to have me some Guapo in my life. So introducing and bringing to the stage none other than the Guapo God himself, Estevan the God.
Hello.
Hey, want to talk about going crazy for the Guapo guy, bro? What's up?
What's going on? And I thank you for all your support because you like one of my troops. Guapo Squad. That's the name of the team, Guapo Squad.
I'm part of the Guapo Squad. I'm about to get me a Guapo Squad shirt and don't nobody ask to touch it. Thank you very much. That's about to be my shit. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you today, man. Sorry for all of the fucking confusion. We're working with a new platform, and sometimes, buttons press and do things that nobody appreciates, but it happens, and we're here. That's the end result, is that we here, bro. Like I said, very, very happy to have you here. So what is Guapo's Saturdays usually like without talking to my ass?
Well, I don't know why, but Saturdays usually the days I'm like at the studio. If I have a feature, I usually book a Saturday to do it. I don't know. Saturday is more of it's like a working day for me when it comes to music. So usually, but if not, off of work, chilling, probably trying to find something to get into.
I feel it.
Yeah, so Saturdays is like chill and like a chill work day for me.
It's your chill work day. I can feel that, definitely. I think we've kind of pushed our schedule to the weekend too. We'll start with lives on Saturday and doing interviews and stuff, and then Sundays is like all meetings and getting ready to push what we pushing through the week.
Right.
I will be stalking you all next week. We will be stalking you. I can feel it already.
Right.
But you're a very highly anticipated interview, and the reason why I saved all the promo and stuff for like day of, which is like half and half at this point because it works. But then again, if our streams and shit is not working, it kind of sucks. But it brings a bunch of niggas to the yard. Everybody's like, I got a fucking text that's like, yo, I'm gonna leave work for this Guapo interview because of Guapo.
Right. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. I want to congratulate you. You've been busting moves. 2020 was hard for a lot of artists, dog.
Yeah,
and
it was.
You to keep pushing and making music, like dropping new shit, dropping visuals, the whole nine. It's been amazing. How did that go? How's that going?
I think when I seen everything that was happening first, like it started off with the protests. Um,
Mm,
and when all that was happening, I was just study pushing, telling other artists, keep dropping stuff, keep pushing. Yes, we are locked in, but if you have music saved, drop it, create projects, just keep pushing because um we need to push that narrative of like, especially like gay artists or the LGBT community, we have to push that narrative because with everybody being home and locked in, it's like, you know, they have nothing to do but watch, and listen
right.
and tune in. So that was even though 2020 was not a good year, it was a perfect time for artists to promote and market and do all that kind of stuff. So um I think when it came to me, I didn't care. Like I was just like I'm about to drop all kind of stuff, and because I was getting the attention anyway,
Hmm.
but it was something about 2020 that was like um it was just double the attention, double like having people's, because even this year has been Spotify plays all that, it doubled. Like I had so much like streams and stuff like that, that I've ever had before. So I was like, yeah, 2020 was a bad time, but it had good things about it.
Right. And I love to talk to the artists that feel that way because, I mean, it's totally half and half. We've spoken to that many artists where some is just like, it's fucked up, blah, 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 blah. And those seem to me to be the ones that did a lot of outside performances.
Right.
They were like outside performers and not really the studio heads, or maybe they were like, into performing their older songs. So they had
Right.
taken that time. And then I talked to some artists who's like myself, who's like, I didn't want to necessarily put what was going on in the world into my music.
Right.
Well, I just kind of, but it was a good thing because it gave me full throttle on YLR. Yo LGBT Raps has been thriving like that for this time, so I can totally feel it. And what I want to shout you out for is because the first thing you said, I was reaching out to other artists like, yo, don't stop, keep moving. Did you find yourself gaining like traction or just motivation? Not even so much inspiration, but motivation. Like, you see other people running, you like, I'm gonna keep fucking running.
Yeah, I would say the inspiration I was getting was like my best friend. She does my videos and stuff like that. She's a videographer, photographer,
Amazing.
and Dita Mac. Y'all go look her up. She does videos in Houston and all that stuff. But when we went to the protest that was in Houston for George Floyd, it was like that was kind of like our motivation. Like we have to like, because there was so many walks of life at the protest. You know what I'm saying? So, even though we were there for a tragedy that happened to a black man, it was still like, okay, well, it was painters, people that paint and draw. They like everybody had these posters, everybody, graphic designers. It was just all kind of people as far as artists that came together for that cause. So it was just like, you know, for us to be able to come together for something, I think it should be as easy as when something like that is not happening. As far as like, a tragedy or police brutality, I think we that moment to me was just like, take that and just keep pushing. As far as like trying to get people to come together and network and put different rappers, because one thing about me, if you look at all my projects, especially Texas Ranger, which got 2020, the wrap up 2020 best album, all those songs have LGBT artists, or you know so I'm always like looking and seeing who I can add to my stuff. And I'm one of those people, like, I'm not a hater at all.
Mhm.
I want to work with everybody, especially LGBT artists. So that's kind of like why I wanted to motivate people, because it's just like, if I'm getting all this attention, you
Hello.
gonna get this. Like, we all gonna eat. You know what
Hello.
I'm saying? Once one person walk through that door and open up, the world for LGBT artists, we are all going to eat, like, period. So I think that was my mentality, and that was what was motivating me. Like, let's all do it together.
That's dope, because I feel that same way about the platforms themselves.
Yeah.
Within our community, there's a lot of I. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or we, my nigga. Like, it's only a couple of us. Why not form together? And when we got together as content, we saw the same thing. We like, there's networks, there's people out there, helping the artists, but we're probably the biggest three. And I'm just like, okay, research shows that we are the biggest three. What would be doper than combining us and being that force, and hopefully people will follow in steps. It ain't nowhere in there where we like, yo, can't nobody copy off of us type shit. No, we want to do what we're doing, because there's no, what the fuck, I don't know, you're in Houston, so I'm just like, there's no Publix without Kroger, there's no right without motherfucking Pathmark. Like, we need more lanes, more avenues. So our intention is to create the lane we want to see, so that we can be like, yo, we putting GUAPO on the forefront, because GUAPO is hard. And people also need to understand the reasons why we fuck with people like GUAPO is the consistency. That means so much. Yes. We can't work if y'all not working.
Right.
What the fuck we gonna do?
Right. And it's hard. Like, don't get me wrong, I have had moments where I wanted to give up, but it's always something. And somebody asked me recently on Instagram, was like, how do you keep going? Like, they was like, needed inspiration of how do you keep doing it? Because I want to do this and I want to do that, but how do you? I say first, you have to love it. If you don't love it, do not start anything. Once you love it, because even when you have those moments when you don't want to do it no more, it's always something that brings you back. I can say after Pray for the Hoes, I was about to quit music.
Really?
I was about to quit music after I released that video. Something, was going on in my life, and I was about to quit. But then, out of nowhere, Vaka Radu, which is a bounce artist, he had a show and wanted me to be a part of it, and I actually end up meeting one of my musical inspirations, which is Dawn Richard from Danity Kane. And Diddy Dirty Money. I met her, and it was like, once I met her, she just boosted, the consistency and never wanting to stop. So I think that's a good thing too. Once you like have something to look forward to, then you would that'll help you to stay consistent.
And that's amazing. That touched my heart in a way, because I feel like Your LGBT Rap for me is the platform that I wanted back when I first started rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna push forward to, because and this was a discussion amongst us. I'm just like, bro, a lot of these artists maybe are not pushing like they were, because they just like, where am I go once I get hot as fuck? What platform do I go on? Because MTV, BET, all of these motherfuckers got a agenda behind them. You know what I'm saying? Like, LGBT only makes it there when it's just like, oh, GUAPO the guy on this reality show about to have a fight with this nigga and cussing out this nigga and so and so and so. What happened to GUAPO's music? That's hard. All of that shit. You feel me? So that's really the push for us. So I love the fact that that's where your thinking is, that's where your mentality is, because I'm just like, when all of us band together and come up with that, we are going to push toward the right direction, bro. Definitely. Talk to me. You mentioned it just now. You talked about Texas Ranger. Tell me about Texas Ranger before I play the video, because I'm really excited.
Well, Texas Ranger came out when I released Pray for the Hoes, which was 2019. And Texas Ranger to me is just kind of like a love letter to Texas and Houston and stuff, to those type of rappers. Pimp C and Fat Pat and Big Hawk and just all the old rappers, Screwed Up Click, DJ Screw, like, they were really like, in my head, I think of them as like Rangers, Texas Rangers. Like, you got Power Rangers, but those were really like the forces of Houston. Like, everything about Houston was those people, those guys that was doing it, like when we UGK and all of them. So I was kind of like, I see myself as that. I think I'm the new, Texas Ranger, as far as like taking old sounds and making them new, or using like samples, Houston samples. So I just really wanted to I kind of wanted to make myself a superhero. So it was like, I'm a Texas Ranger. Like, you know, like I'm so Texas, I can't go anywhere without you hearing my music or just seeing my style. You gotta be from Houston. You know, you have to be from Texas. So I think that was just the thought of the project, just basically making myself a Texas a superhero.
And you know what's funny is, with that being said, how many people have hit me like, where's he from? They keep thinking, and as well as I, when I first heard it, I thought you was from where? Where you get a lot? Do people say you from a lot?
People say California.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you to hit it on the nose. New Orleans is what everybody is that New Orleans accent on? I'm like, no.
Because I do love the Louisiana sound. Like, I do like rappers like the Hot Boys, Juvenile, them too. So I have a heavy influence from them, but it's like a good mixture. So that was a good thing too. With even when I met Dawn Richard, she loved that, because she was like, she liked that I was combining sounds. So I was putting like the Houston sound with the Louisiana sound, and she was like, she loved that. So
that's gonna be a fucking seller, bro. That's that's hella love. That's hella love. Like, I was listening to it last night, and I was playing it for somebody, and it was like, what's that accent? I was like, I don't know. I do know, I don't know. I'm like waiting for you to be like, you know, I grew up there and came here. But
no, I think it's just a heavy influence, or I do have relatives that's from there, so it's there somewhere, but it's mostly Houston.
Texas born and raised.
Born and raised.
I love it. I love it. With that being said, let me get into this video real quick. This is Texas Ranger Estevan. The God is in the building. Let's do it.
Texas Ranger. Tell that bitch not to fuck with me. You feed me grapes or drink my pee. See, I am in my own damn league. I'm the only one that put the I in team. Y'all motherfuckers gon' show me respect, cause bitch, I put a knife up to your fucking neck. I'm crazy. Don't mean to get upset, but don't you think it's rude to say that I'm not the best? I mean, I came down, I came through. I came to get that money, get them diamonds and them shoes. You know I want that Gucci, no, I want the rain. I want the pinky rain with the pink up in the rain. The way I spit these lyrics, they be like he's so insane. Millions of people looking for me cause I'm so insane. I think I'm going crazy, they need to check my brain. Got me slobbing on it good, then I feel it in my brain. Only roll with real niggas, roll with real chicks, Rolling 20 deep with my motherfucking click, Laughing at these haters like I'm watching cartoons. Jumping in the air, yelling fucking Pikachu. Say if you feeling froggy, nigga, then jump. Jump like somebody gave you 20 million bucks. I'm huffing and I'm puffing and I'm bucking like them bulls. Puffing and I'm puffing like that pig and that wolf, I'm that nigga that they looking for. 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 Can't nobody steal it cause I stays up on my business. Gotta stay up on my business. As Devon up in the building, and you know I bust it back like a lick from the Mac. I mean I chat on the mat while she lay on her back. And you knows I'm the #1 team. Bitch, I'm going hard like a rat eating cheese. Want more green, I want more cheese. You already know who the fuck I bees. Listen. On the beat, got me looking super clean. I'm the best to ever do the motherfucking thing. And if they disagree, tell them where I bees. I bees up in H-Town because I'm in that thing. I mean, I'm in that thing. I got that pinky ring. I got them things that pop. My niggas got them poppy things. And to my haters, I let them know what's up. You got that legacy, I got that drink up in my cup. My lyrics off the wall. I bow but never fall. I fall but never fail. You haters go to hell. I bet you I'm a million when I step up on the scale. I bet you I'm a trillion if they try to post bail, nigga. I'm that nigga that they looking for. 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 I'm that nigga that they looking for.